Hey Alicia, thanks so much for sending in a question. Alicia is asking, she says, my biggest challenge is getting representation here in Atlanta, where agents are inundated with talent. Any suggestions? All right, getting an agent, definitely a challenge. This is not something that I can really answer in one video. So I'm going to be including a few links further down of some guides that I recommend that you read. In general, the best way to get an agent anywhere is to go through a referral. And so that basically means that you want to look at anybody that you know and see whether they have any connections to agents. You could reach out directly to them and say, hey, here's a few agents that I'm looking to get. Do you happen to know anybody? Or you can even go to an actor who is already represented by an agent who you're interested in, try to become friends with the actor, and then ask the actor to introduce you to their agent. So that's a slightly more advanced technique. It does take time, but it works, and it'll work regardless of where you are. Now, another thing to keep in mind, though, a lot of actors who are looking for agents, it's easier to start off by looking for a commercial agent or a manager, assuming that the manager can actually submit you for productions. I recommend that you don't limit yourself to just high-end legitimate agents, or legit agents, I should say, which are like film and TV type agents over like commercial agents. Don't recommend that you limit yourself to them because they are most difficult to get, and oftentimes they won't sign with anyone unless they've already been signed by another agent or a manager. Which is why I'm saying go for an easier commercial or manager, like commercial agent or manager first, because it's just a lot easier, and then you can use that rep as a stepping stone to then make the future legit agent that you're going after a lot easier to get. Okay, so I'm attaching a few links below this video. One is how to get an acting agent. Okay. That article goes into a lot of depth on the process and the strategy behind it. Another article is just called Acting Agencies, the top 15 to target, and that's one that I put together with some great agencies along with information about what types of actors they're looking for. I think that that'll make it a little bit easier to start your process of searching for agents. And then two other links, one of which is commercial acting, which talks about the process of getting more jobs in commercials and also finding a commercial agent. And finally, the difference between agents and managers, and that's just generally helpful information to understand if you're not fully aware of all of that yet. I think that there's also some good info in there about how to get a manager and like what they're looking for in the actors that they represent. So I hope that that's helpful for you. Please make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload other videos. And I appreciate you taking the time to email me with your question.